Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching Where It Was Sim again. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend so far, and in today's video we're going to be going over your threat for severe weather, and we're even going to be talking about this wind event that's going to be unfolding for places like New England and even Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and even Long Island. All those areas will be included in this wind event, and this won't unfold till Monday, so make sure to get prepared right now if you do live in eastern New England, because that's where it will set up. So make sure to do that, and we will go ahead and start talking about the threat for severe weather. And as you can probably see, we do have a marginal risk and a site risk for severe weather. The site risk does include Nashville, Bowling Green, Jackson, Shreveport, almost Shreveport actually, even Little Rock, even Jackson, Tennessee, and even places like Huntsville, Alabama. So all those areas are really included in the site risk of severe weather, and even around that we do have this marginal risk. Sounds like there might have been a few changes with this, but definitely not much though, so still staying the same as yesterday. The only difference yesterday was that the site risk went it out of Texas, and it actually barely even includes Shreveport now, so this did extend pretty much farther east, I would say, and now it does include Knoxville, Tennessee now. So I mean, it sounds like farther east you'll have a slightly better chance for severe weather, but even down here towards Shreveport, you're still technically included in the site risk, so I would still be prepared. But we're going to go ahead and look at the hazards. We're going to look at the tornado threat force, where we do have a 5% chance of a tornado and even a 2% chance around that. It sounds like tornadoes will be more possible in places like Kentucky and Tennessee today. That's where our main area to tornado chase will be, and I'm not like gonna say I'm gonna be tornado chasing, I'm too young for that, but other people could be tornado chasing this area, so you guys could probably do with them. I could go live for this, especially because things look to be kind of weird, and so I kind of want to see how they exactly play out. But we'll have to see, and I still don't know yet, but we'll have to see though. But with our hail threat, we do have a 5% chance of hail. If you guys are thinking the screen is a tornado threat, it isn't. It's actually a 5% chance for hail, and we even got this 15% chance of hail too as well. Now, for the wind threat, you do have a pretty big wind threat that does head into Kentucky and even all the way down into Shreveport, Louisiana. So, we'll have to keep watching the site risk. We could see a few extends, and what I mean by that is the site risk could extend into a few other areas, including Indiana, depending on if the models choose to say something else, like storms will fire more off in Evansville than over here, something like that. But that would probably be rare though, because we're not like gonna really be really be expecting that. But we're gonna go ahead and show you guys day 2 outlook actually, and for day 2 we actually do have this marginal risk across the Carolinas, Florida, and Virginia, so all those areas are included in this marginal risk. They do have a pretty widespread 2% chance of a tornado across a lot of these areas, including Raleigh, but even including places like Columbia, even down into almost Savannah, Georgia, but all the way down in the Tallahassee. And even the hail threat does seem to be 0 actually. I thought it was going to be a hail threat, but they do have a wind threat though, and still this isn't the tornado threat, this is the 5% chance for wind. So both hail and wind are green in pre-volatile weather, as you can probably see down there, but definitely something to keep watching for, and definitely something to get used to if you're using this weather app to get used to the screen being a 5% chance for damaging winds or hail, okay? So definitely be aware of that. We're going to go ahead and show you guys the excessive rainfall outlook, where on day one that it actually did extend farther back east, and now it includes Little Rock and almost Evansville now. So I mean, that kind of makes a little bit more sense from my opinion, because I mean, for how many storms we have and for how far the site risk like heads into Shreveport, I wouldn't be surprised if like we really see a lot of rainfall across that area. And on the other hand, I also wouldn't be surprised to see that extend back into Shreveport. So definitely something to keep watching for. But even up here to the northwest, we're still continuing to see flash flooding occur. So that will be a concern. But look at day 2, guys. This might be a little bit concerning, but we do have that aerial flood watching effect across this area, if you guys didn't know that. But that also means we do have a slight risk for flash flooding across places like New York City, Long Island, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, southern New Hampshire, southern Vermont, even northern Missouri, or northern New Jersey is what I'm saying. Northern New Jersey does also have or a slight risk for flash flooding, and even a marginal risk too as well in the southern part of it. So definitely something to be aware about. But as we head into day 3, the chances for excessive rain do head farther north into Maine, and then I think on day 4 they completely died down, and we'll have to see if more get issued later on. We're going to go ahead and show you guys the radar though for today, and as you can probably see, we start to see some showers and even some storms in Indiana, and we even see a pop-up one in places like central Indiana. Then as we continue to take that forward, more start to pop up, then even more start to get going, and it starts trying to organize into a line of storms, which is a little bit tricky for it. And I mean, this is the GFS model is what I'm using, so we could probably show you guys a few other models if you would like, but I actually have another app that I'm going to be showing you guys in a second. But I mean, it is looking like we will start to see some pretty good storms, even across the Carolinas. I wouldn't be surprised to see quite a bit of severe thunderstorm warnings actually, but even an upgrade to a site risk could be possible across the Carolinas, but definitely doesn't show it being that active across that area. So we'll have to watch that area closely. We're going to go ahead and show you guys the surface cape though. We're going to take this all the way back to the beginning, or where we are right now, and as we continue to take this forward, you can probably see some of that cape is around 1,000 in places like Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas. Then we start to see some cape in places like western Tennessee, western Kentucky, a pretty good portion of Indiana, and even down in the southern Illinois. So all those areas are seeing anywhere from 100 to almost 300 joules per kilogram is what's going to be the main concern. So we'll have to keep watching closely, but I mean, I think that big of a cape can definitely bring a pretty good rumble of thunder across that area, possibly one more north into South Bend, because they are seeing about 100 joules per kilogram across that area. But even down here into Evansville, they're still seeing some pretty good capes, so we'll have to watch that closely. But now I'm going to show you guys another weather app that I'm going to be using. But first of all, I brought this weather app to show you guys the wind event that's going to be unfolding, and I'm going to use the GFS model for this one because it seems to be the most I think it seems to be pretty good. I mean, we'll have to watch closely, but we're going to head all the way back to where it is right now and show you guys how the winds are looking. These are the stainless winds, okay? These are the winds that are always going to be happening, no matter when they'll stop or when they'll go. They'll just always happening, or they'll like continue to die down. So it depends. It's a little bit hard to explain that, but it's how it's how the winds are always gonna be during that time frame. That's probably makes a little bit more sense. But we're gonna go ahead and play this out, and we'll show you guys that the winds will start to get going across that area. And like I said, these are the sustainless winds, not the wind gusts. And we are seeing 12 miles per hour, now 15, now 17, and as you see, they continue to increase, and they seem to be getting pretty high. The GFS model indicates those areas seeing as high as 40 mile per hour winds, which is pretty dang hard. I mean, that's gonna cause some harsh on you guys living in Massachusetts, or you guys visiting in Massachusetts. That's definitely gonna be something to probably evacuate from, actually, because I don't want you guys to be ruined in these damaging wind gusts. And let me show you guys the wind gusts now. And I probably should have said that when I was talking about the wind gusts, but we are actually seeing damaging wind gusts, okay? And we're going to go ahead and show you guys that. So with the wind gusts continue to increase, and the wind gusts are the winds that occasionally speed up and then slow down pretty fast. So definitely something to be aware about. And then just look, guys, wow, 40 miles per hour now, and as you see, they'll continue to increase. Wow, now 50 miles per hour. Wow, now almost 60. Wow, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Wow, across places like Provincetown. Wow, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Look, almost 70 mile per hour wind gusts, guys. That's what I'm saying. You guys probably should evacuate from this area before we head into Monday. This is around 8 a.m. it's saying. So Monday morning, when you're waking up and you're going outside to like take your dog for a walk, or you're just playing around and having fun outside while it's sunny, you're gonna get hit hard by these wind gusts. So make sure you either stay indoors and get prepared for some pretty good winds, or you evacuate this area if you're going to be outside playing. And you should probably move probably up to you should probably like drive probably away from New England if you're going to be evacuating, because I mean, it's going to be very windy there no matter where you are. So definitely something to be aware about, and I definitely would take this pretty dang serious. Okay, I would definitely take this serious. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. But I mean, we're gonna go ahead and start showing you guys what it's gonna be looking like far down south. And I'm gonna be looking at Nashville, Tennessee, and as you can see, there's a possible risk of severe weather, and that indicates the slight risk that they have. And it says scattered thunderstorms during the morning, becoming more widespread this afternoon. And like lots of people are saying, there will be a threat for severe thunderstorms. There will be the potential for severe thunderstorms, and then on Saturday night, thunderstorms early near the evening, then variable clouds overnight with still a chance of showers, and there'll still be the potential for some severe thunderstorms. So both during the day and early nighttime hours is when we'll have to watch closely. But I mean, it's gonna be pretty miserable, especially with the wind gusts. And I mean, I'm still brainstorming about this, because this isn't gonna be fun for a lot of people here. So I mean, I just hope they're really safe, and I might even go live for this wind event, to be honest. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and show you guys the temperature anomalies. I forgot to change this to forecast loop, and we're going to go ahead and take this forward. And as you see, we start off with some 60s today, and then we start to cool down pretty quick, with hot lows pretty much in the mid to upper 20s. And as we continue to take that forward, that heads out, then we start to see some warmer air trying to push in from the east. Or sorry, I did that the wrong way. I meant to go forward. Then we continue to see some pretty warm air coming out from the west, is what I meant to say, and we will continue to see more warm fronts come through, more cold fronts come through. There's just a 50-50 for how it's acting like. But I mean, we're still continuing to see 40 temperatures across these areas. Then as we continue to take that forward, we'll start to see freezing again. And I mean, it's just looking very very like warm to cold, warm to cold, warm to cold, warm to cold for how it's acting. Okay, so just be prepared for some warm and even some freezing weather across these areas. That's gonna be the key for now to the 384 hours, which is about 3 weeks out from now. So definitely start being aware of both warm front and cold front, so you don't like need to get used to them. Just enjoy them if you can, or just dress warm, or just wear a light jacket if it's like in the 40s or 50s. So either way, just make sure you be prepared, and we will continue to do more videos. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys did have a great day. I may do some shorts today if it does thunderstorm in my area, because I am in a marginal risk, but it depends though. But thank you guys very much for watching, and I will do one tomorrow.